Hi to everyone and welcome back to part 2 of this house. Yeah, we are just starting right on doing a little bit of this oh, sorry if you heard that. I just bumped my chair into my desk. But as I was saying, we are just doing a little bit of like interior thingy on this little porch, like front porch, just to get it to look nice. But yeah, we are soon gonna go back inside and we are gonna start on the basement. We finished the whole like main floor. No, we're not gonna go to the basement. We're going to go to the top floor, to the master bedroom, and yeah, we are starting on just the general layout of the build, and or not the build, the general layout of the top floor. So I feel a little bit nervous about what I'm gonna talk about because I don't really know what to talk about, because I explained most of the things about the build in the first part of this video, and I did say I was gonna talk about what I did for Christmas, and I will. I just feel like I should say something more about the build before I start on that. But yeah, it's not really that much to say. Like, the build, it just goes on itself, by itself, and if you want to watch what happens in the build, you can watch it and you'll pretty much get the idea of what's happening. If you don't want to hear me talk, just turn off the sound and listen to some music instead. But if you want to hear me rambling on, then that's cool. That's why I do this. Or I don't know why I do this. I just do this for fun. So yeah, I wanted to have this little like sitting area thingy here with the bed, but it just got too tight. So it ended up just being like a TV bench there. And also it kind of got a little cramped with only that TV bench there too. So but I think I worked it out. I don't know if I did that before or after I uploaded the house to the gallery, but you'll figure it out. If you want to download it, then it's easy just to move across a little bit. Things like squish the TV bench thing a little bit more into the window, or maybe move the bed a little bit more into the wall. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this right now. So I think I'm just gonna go into what I was planning to talk about, just so I can be able to finish off that before the video is over. Do have some time, like over 10 minutes left, and yeah, whatever. I'll have plenty of time, but whenever I start rambling, the time actually does go pretty fast. So better get started. Okay, so talking about what we did for Christmas. I know this video is a long time after Christmas now, and yeah, whatever. I still feel like, Christmas, it goes all the way to Easter. I don't know, do you say that in English? Is there a saying like that? But here in Norway, we have a saying that says like Christmas lasts all the way to Easter. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense in English, so I guess it's... And I don't know if it makes sense in Norwegian either, but it's just something we say. I guess. I don't know. But anyways, what we do for Christmas? I guess it's not really that interesting, but everyone has their own way of celebrating, and we divide it every other year. One year we celebrate with family on my dad's side, the other year we celebrate with family on my mom's side. So usually with like my grandparents and sometimes some aunts and uncles and cousins. It depends, but it's 1 year my mom's side, other year my dad's side, and then we see whoever has the time and has the plans to celebrate together here and there. Yeah. Let's see. As I might have mentioned in my last video, we celebrate, or our main celebration is the 24th. And we start off by just, the day starts off like pretty much any other day. We wake up, we get ready, or we usually don't get ready that early. It's, at least as kids, we like go down in our pajamas and watch TV and eat breakfast and just relax for a bit. And then it's like now when we're older, we have to help out a lot more, so like help out with getting the food ready and do the last decorations and cleaning and everything, like set the table, whatever. And the preparation with the food, it takes a lot. It takes a long time, so you basically use the whole day to make dinner, and then it's dinner time. But yeah, since my dad is a farmer, our celebration is kind of based around when he has to go to the farm. So we always have dinner before he goes to do that. It doesn't take that long, like barely 2 hours. It's rare it lasts that long, but usually if something's gonna happen to make it go longer, it's at Christmas time. Of course. But luckily this year nothing happened, and that is the Christmas miracle. I remember last year there was something, like a cow was like sick or something, and we had to have like an emergency, what do you call it, like to put her down because she was sick and she couldn't do anything, and instead of letting her suffer. So that had to happen. I don't know if that was on Christmas Eve though, but it was around Christmas, and there was of course some kind of Christmas dinner thing that had to be later, or yeah, whatever. It always happens something. Like either we're getting a new addition to the cows, or like a new baby cow, or someone is sick, or someone is, I have no idea. But if it's gonna happen, it happens around Christmas or New Year's. But anyways, let's not talk about that. I just like start rambling out on like different topics than what I was supposed to talk about. But anyways, okay, dinner time. Usually it's at our house because we have the biggest eating area and the biggest table, though sometimes when we celebrate with my dad's family, or usually when we celebrate with my dad's family, we celebrate it at our house. But the last years we've had it at my grandma's house, which basically is just the house next door. And because my aunt and uncle and my 2 cousins that are with us, then they are pretty small, so they have to go to bed very early. So it's usually easy to or it's easier to have the celebration at my grandma's house since they sleep there. But this year we had it at our house, and it was that was okay too. And yeah, we start off with the dinner sometime like around 4 o'clock or something. And then my dad goes to the farm around 5, half, or like 5:30, around there. And we, us other people that just sits around, just sit at a dinner table, just talking, and the kids like play around a little bit, just basically just do normal things to make the time go. And then whenever my dad comes back, he has to go take a shower, of course, because he's stinky. And then let me see, yeah, when he's done, everyone gets like ready. We go into like in our house, if you watch the build I did for a while ago when I built my family's house, you would have seen that we have like 2 living rooms. One is just like the main living room that is like connected to the kitchen, and then we have like a separate living room that is kind of like for like nicer things, like for celebrations, and just basically celebrations, or for like just other things if there is a reason for using it. But yeah, that in the second living room, that's where we have the Christmas tree, and that's where we open the gifts and everything. So after my dad comes back, we like get ready, we go into that room, and we go around the Christmas tree and sing Christmas songs. Of course, like that is, it's a tradition. We do this every year. It's like dinner time, and then we go and sing songs around the Christmas tree. And after we've sung like way too many songs, and then then we sit around the table or sit on the couches, and one of us read from the Bible, that like I don't know what it's called, but like that little part that is from like when Jesus was born. I don't know. Like, we pretty much know it by heart, or not really. I can't remember it. But everyone knows the main thing about it. But it's just like a tradition that someone reads it. And after that, it's present time. So then there's always like someone, usually some of the kids are like going around fetching different packs or like presents from under the tree, and just like reading up who's it for, and then that person gets to open it. And we usually have like 1 or 2 people opening at a time, so it doesn't take that long. But it can get very like intense, because there is a lot of like excitement and emotions running high, and it's a mess. It like the room doesn't look like it looks like literally a mess after we're done, because there's like paper everywhere and like ribbons and everything. but it's fun. And it's really nice. And so after the gifts are done, we eat Christmas cakes, or like different homemade cakes and cookies and every type of goodie you could ever make. And that's basically it. It's not really that much else. It's just, it takes a while though, like the opening of the gifts and all. It takes a long time. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Like, we open the gifts and we eat cake and all that, and have a good time just sitting around talking. Maybe some of us have gotten something like a game. Like this year we got this like weird game, and we started playing it after the smallest kids had gone to bed, and it was so hilarious. It was a really good ending of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much my Christmas, and I have been talking for a long time, and we are out. I should have talked a little bit more about the build, about the things that we are currently doing and have currently been or finished building. Like, I made in the basement, there was this man cave / dog room. It's like you have all these veterinarian equipment things there, because I would assume that the guy in this house, if you watch my earlier build, the first part, I did explain more about the family. But the guy, he's very like obsessed with the dogs and all, and he like trains them and take care of them, and of course he needs all this equipment to like, so he doesn't have to take them to the vet all the time, and he could like fix them himself. And then the dogs, like the big dogs, have like their sleeping place down there and where they get food. And then they have this like backyard area where there's like a lot of training ground, and yeah, it's real. I like it. It turned out pretty cool, and I just made these like little spots of like with like shrubberies and stuff to make it look nice. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about now, because I've talked about what we did for Christmas, and that was my main goal for this video. So yay me, I managed to finish that. I don't know how interesting it was, and a lot of you might wonder, or I don't know if you do wonder, but maybe if you do wonder what, like, since a lot of you are used to having the celebration on the 25th, we do have a tiny, or like a tradition just for celebrations there too. It's usually basically just a dinner party at my grandma's house on my dad's side, and we have the same food every time, and we can't go away from that. Like, sadly, my grandma wasn't feeling the best this year, but so she didn't end up being the one making the food, and we didn't have the food with her, but we had it anyways, and she got a portion sent up to her afterwards, so she kind of got to share it a little bit. But yeah, anyways, the build is done, and here's the screenshots, and I really hope you liked it. It's a bigger build, or it's big enough for me. There will be hopefully a few smaller builds coming up. I do have at least one finished, and I just need to do the voiceover. Probably will do that right after this, but it won't be up before a week or a few days. I don't know. My schedule is just weird, so whenever there's a build, there's a build. But yeah, anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a like and comment, tell me what you think, and subscribe is highly appreciated. And there's a lot of screenshots here, so I have a good time for this outro. The build is on the gallery, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. If not, just search my origin ID, which is Runa Plays. I'll also leave that in the description, as always. And yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you all for my next build in hopefully not too long. So, goodbye!